Deepshika, if I may start with you, I know Indian students in Canada right now are worried, anxious lot. Would you be able to tell us what possibly is going through your mind after hearing that India has suspended visa services? I'm assuming that you have a valid Canadian visa, but yet, what really is the anxiety as of now?
Honestly speaking, there is not much because as a student, Canada government and professors and everyone take good care of the students. The one thing that I'm worried about, like my friends are in India who is on their break and they went to India for vacation. And I was also planning to go back to India to have a visit with my family. But yeah, because of this pause in Canadian visa and immigration and everything, that's the little bit issue, but not much is happening in my city. I'm living in London, Ontario. So nothing much is happening and we are not actually affected at all.
So there's
not a lot.
nothing that's changed yet for you, and
No.
that's precisely our worry here, that it may not have immediate repercussions, but what the future of the Indian students is what's concerning. In the days to come, going forward, when your visa lapses or you've got to renew your visa, those are the times that you might be facing trouble. But stay with us, Deepshika. I'm going to cut across to Hunar. Thanks very much, Hunar, for sparing time for us. But I understand that students aren't really as worried as we may assume. But families here in India are very anxious. They're not too sure if their loved ones can come here or if they can go meet. Many of them had already made their travel plans to meet their children or their loved ones by the end of the year. Their tickets were booked, whatnot. So it's really left people in utter shock, this suspension. Would you be able to give us a word of advice?
Thank you for having me. And as you rightly said, there's uncertainty in the air, and we're not sure whether or not Canadians who are of Indian origin, they'll be able to visit India as the holiday season's approaching fast. And the only concern they have right now is they're not sure whether their visas are valid and whether or not they'll be able to go there. So the COVID memories are coming back.
Yeah. You know, so is there an advisory given, Hunar, to Indians, apart from what the Indian government has sent out, asking people to be wary of hate crimes against Indians and Hindus? Apart from that, any kind of travel advisory that's come to people or for students from universities? Just give us an understanding.
So travel advisory has been issued from the both governments as not to travel if possible to the countries. But again, from the ground level, we do not see any such thing. There is very much of a communal harmony we see here. We don't see that there is any tensions between any groups. And but the situation right now, it's as you rightly said, it's getting worse day by day. And I hope that the government on both sides in the coming days fix it so that the general population do not suffer because of the diplomatic relations.
So you're saying what the diplomatic strain between the two countries hasn't really reflected on ground. People there living in harmony, and that's really good to hear.